Why am I? What point? What? Okay, Manila Crew. It's the Bodega Nights podcast by channel14.com. Why channel 14? Because 1 and 4
is 5 for love.
for love.
For love.
LOVE is 4.
Yeah, it is, huh? Yeah, and there's one love according to Bob Marley.
That's why it's
One
channel14.com. Welcome to the Bodega Nights. This is the Manila Crew, which means
It's AG.
taking point, as Zhao said.
Hey, Jao, cool.
Zhao is here.
Hey.
And it's the Halloween special.
Yay!
Which means we'll do regular things. Because every night is special.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do I have to truncate the silence there?
Yeah.
That would have been great as an awkward
What
pause.
do you guys want to talk about?
Wait, let's introduce Bok.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
But joining us in the stockroom tonight
Stop.
is Bok,
Hey.
a teacher, John,
Hi.
an anti-disestablishmentarianist, and Sima.
Hey, a bum.
Thought you love education.
An educated bum.
Highly cultured bum.
Yeah.
A professional bum.
What do you guys want to talk about?
You get pro bum.
It's a really mellow Saturday. Friday.
Friday.
That's how mellow it is. It feels like a Saturday.
Yeah, date stamp. Date stamp on the podcast. Well, with what?
Day
have it
is the
over
day
here.
of Saints. All Saints Day. And last night was All Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
And
Being the awesome people that we are, we didn't go to the Halloween parties.
we went to a couple of parties.
Yeah, who needs those parties? We could dress up in costume right here, but you would not see it.
And we wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't. I don't know about John. For all we know, he's wearing a costume right now.
Yeah, for all you know.
Yeah, wearing
Yeah.
a costume.
Maybe Zhao is the costume and there's somebody else beneath that.
Or what if Ichi
Veneer.
is Zhao and Zhao is Bok and Bok is Sima and Sima is John?
Then
Welcome to the Halloween special.
we should do this
You
in a
can't see
tree
it.
house. So it's like the Simpsons tree house of horrors. But it's just like horrible.
Yeah, you can't see it, but we're actually dressed in each other's clothes.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to discussion of video game economics. Wherein how you get the maximum.
We're gonna talk about this.
How can you maximize profits when GTA 5's economy goes in? Because, like, John, you're an economist, so
All right,
Video
so
game.
Where's my economist hat?
put your economist hat on, gents. We're gonna discuss how to maximize profits in GTA 5.
No, this is my economist.
All right.
No,
Yo.
because what they did was they're gonna put in stimulus packages for all players who were there at the initial launch. They're gonna give them 1 million.
Oh, okay.
What
In
happens now?
GTA 5. The,
GTA Online.
Ah,
the
GTA
GTA
Online. All right.
Is there an economist name? It's like Kruta.
So what would happen is, would it negatively affect the economy of the world of GTA Online? Because if I'm a new player, say I am not sure. I think you just start out with $2,000. When other players have millions around them buying the properties and have the shiny cars and the good weapons, how it would affect new players?
Well, the new players, because I think its effect will not so much be on the economy as it is on the gameplay experience. Because the glut of cash in the hands of select players will not adversely affect the video game world if its effects are not coded in. So like the possession of $5 million of 10 players will affect the ability to possess $5 million by other players. So
There's no like gold standard.
yes, there's no gold standard. The money will not
They're
devalue.
continuously, if you're going to put it in a real world context, money is going to be continuously poured in.
Yes.
Say, printed.
You could just keep making money, and they're not gonna devalue the price of bullets or whatnot.
But still be an
Well,
initial announcement.
Rockstar could control the pricing.
They could, although I do not see an incentive to do so. What it's going to do is more adversely affect gameplay because there will be a select class of players who will be overleveled or overpowered even as the game begins, and the newbies, of course, will have to fight with their daddy's credit cards.
But there's no, well, not yet. There's not yet, what they call that, in-game app purchases.
All right.
Not yet. We haven't seen that yet. No introduction. Well, I think they tinged on the idea, but they haven't revealed anything.
All right. So it means that the top challenges will be dominated by a few skilled players who got lucky, and but the bottom tier challenges will be crowded with the new players. So I'm sure Rockstar will find some leveling mechanism and
On how to properly arc it.
Yes. But the easiest leveling mechanism is to allow people to use their daddy's credit cards and catch up with the people who got money in the first place. Yeah.
But here's also a kicker. They're going to introduce a stock market.
Buy low, sell high.
What stocks are they gonna sell?
Because each
Criminal
gang,
enterprises.
each gang crew you could have you can be able to invest on a crew. Say like the achievement hunter guys, if they started the crew, you could say I'm gonna buy 10,000 shares on the achievement hunter crew.
I'm not gonna invest much in a Bodega
so you
crew.
can invest on that. But here's the
Bodega
the thing is the stocks. The value of the stock of the crew would be controlled based on their actions in the world. Say if they flop the heist, their stock would go down. If they were successful in the heist,
That's
go
us.
up. If their crew gets attacked by another crew, their stock would go down.
Well,
Stuff like that, which would be controlled by a stock market. Which I think would be a good alternative, albeit a risky one, if you don't want to use daddy's credit card to get money.
yeah, you could do that too as a leveling mechanism. That might work because everybody's attacking everybody anyway.
Yeah, even without the stock market.
Yeah, even without a stock market. So you might as well put value in it. I suppose that's a better way to use value rather than, say, a ranking system or a board system.
Oh, no. They're not going to go for that.
Yeah. So actually, that's a pretty decent idea. I like that.
Because for me, it will promote chaos within the game. And if you're a Rockstar, that's what you want. Continuous chaos of people shooting each other and whatnot. But at the same time, since the bottom feeders or the newbies, they're going to go play the actual mini games and whatnot to earn slight of money so that they could invest in crew.
Hopefully they have a leveling system. Like you make sure that the overpowered ones do not pick on the newbies. Make sure the overpowered ones fight each other.
I think they're gonna have like missions limited. If your level is really high enough, you can't do the bottom missions, like the beginner missions.
Yeah.
Pretty much MMO style.
Or when it comes to attacking other crews, if you will.
Yeah, of course.
Around the same level of crews.
Yeah, let's say like level 5 crews can only attack other level 5 crews. You can't attack level 1 crew.
They better have a very good
volume.
matchmaking system otherwise. I mean, for the sake of balance.
Well, that is what GTO is fixing.
Oh, it's still broken. They're matchmaking.
Which one?
Is it?
Who's
You
matchmaking?
said something about the matchmaking.
Yeah, it's
regarding
still a
the
bit
thing.
broken. Their matchmaking.
It's still imba.
Of
The matchmaking
No,
system.
well,
of GTA
because the
Online.
tiers have not yet been cleared. I mean, we're just a month on GTA 5.
Oh yeah.
Did you play it online?
No, I just play offline.
Okay.
Single player.
I finished it already.
You have GTA 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
I am
Martin
embarrassed.
texted.
I finished it.
Hardcore.
Martin texted and he said he listened to the off tangent. And we were exactly right with the Pavlovian conditioning. To know what we were talking about, listen to channel14.com's Third World Linux off tangent section.
Featuring. Yeah.
A discussion on Martin.
So, got to the off tangent segment exactly at the first try. Eat that Pavlovian conditioning. So yeah, we were right. He would be. I was right that he would just. You know what? He won't even bother. Like, oh, they started early. I'll probably jump into the 30-minute mark. So yeah, shout out to Martin as usual. Extreme88.wordpress.com. Sven's video game blog something.com.
Shout out to our fan. Hey.
Hey.
And the Faithful 14.
And the faithful 14. Forever 14. For love.
Extreme.
The younger version of Forever 21. Instead of selling slinky clothes, we sell smaller slinky clothes.
Buy our Amazon affiliate link. Buy now and purchase and help support this show. Also known as AJ needs a new mic, so condenser one.
Video game economics at work.
I mean, I don't think it would be what do you call that? which game is that? EVE Online. When it comes to video game
Oh
economics.
man, EVE Online.
But
That thing's so
it's a good thing you pointed out. At least in GTA, they're not controlling the printing of the money, if I may say so.
Wait, what? Who's not controlling the bidding of the money?
No, I mean, Rockstar wouldn't limit how much money will be inside.
Yeah, wouldn't that like affect the
Values of
the value of goods and services within the world because of an excess of cash?
No, but
Inflation.
Rockstar will not manipulate the prices.
They will. I don't think they will. I don't know if they intend to, but I don't think they will increase the price of, say, a basic bullet package or a basic
Yeah.
health pack.
I think how it is now, it will stay the same till the end of time, unless they do something
Because
about
it's
it.
infinite good,
Yeah.
in
Ah,
essence.
yeah.
Money is an infinite good.
John Maynard Keynes.
Unless,
Yeah.
for me, it would be interesting to see. Like, just try it out for Rockstar, just 1 week. Let's limit the amount of money we're gonna put in.
And limit the amount of health packs that
Yeah.
will be for sale.
Yeah.
Milton Friedman.
Yeah, that would be, say, 1 week of chaos. Limited health packs, limited ammo. Let's see how the world is gonna turn out. Like, you see people fist fighting for money. And that's gonna be a great recession.
Yeah. Like let the free market take over.
Who said that?
Wait, that's Hayek. That's not me.
Yeah, Friedrich Hayek.
The reason why he found it easy, because we didn't reach an hour in the show.
Okay.
So if we were at 1 hour 15 minutes, he would immediately pick, go to the first hour.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it was easy for him.
So we should have.
Yeah, we should have extended the show to at least
a bit.
an
20
hour
minutes.
5.
Well, Brian Lunduk's book was 28 pages long.
Then we could have talked about other things.
Well, for
But, we won't have anything to talk about today. Right now, if we talk about...
Oh my gosh. For an RPG game, for a guy that actually makes bad choices in RPGs.
There should be an MMO game between warring groups of economists and economic thought like
Yeah,
Friedman
EVE Online.
Really?
It's pretty much a
These
space
are
economy.
guys
No,
that
no,
actually send out kill orders to actual.
Yeah.
No. What I think Sima means is that you have a roving band of people with bad mustaches
Yeah.
throwing theories at each other.
Yeah, Wall
Kind of like our existentialist championship.
Wrestling, yes.
Yeah, man, it's like the Austrian school of Friedrich Hayek and his...
Hayek versus Keynes.
yeah, John
World
Maynard Keynes and
championship.
his... what school is he from? Cambridge or Oxford?
the
His
Chicago
English-
school.
Yeah.
What? From Chicago University.
John Maynard Keynes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this
University of Chicago.
the Chicago gang versus the Austrian crew.
The Austrian school versus Chicago.
How does that sound like? All of a sudden, the
Instead
image.
of East Coast, West Coast.
No, the image that comes to mind is that Monty Python skit, the Philosopher's Football Match. You guys should know that.
Yeah, of course. It was the Germans against the Greeks.
Yes. The Germans fielding that great philosopher Franz Beckenbauer.
You should have it like that, something like that.
And the Greeks winning because somebody discovered what to do with the football.
It was Archimedes. It was a literal Eureka moment for the Greeks.
Yeah.
It was.
And but the arguments afterwards, it was only Marx who saw that it was offside.
By the way, there's also another one. I mean, if you guys heard of the Reduced Shakespeare Company, apparently
Of
they're.
course.
Apparently, they're.
Amazing.
Apparently, they already have the history of the United States
Maybe
abridged.
not.
No, they actually have. I
Maybe
think
not.
they have the Western canon abridged. I mean, they're going to be discussing practically the Western canon of literature.
The same company.
Yeah, Reduced Shakespeare Company. I mean, Joam gave. Shout out to Joam. He gave and he saw a trailer for it. I mean, wherein they mentioned, one of the guys mentioned, "Hey, The Lord of the Rings is not in this collection, and so was the Communist Manifesto." That's right, no fantasy. Apparently those guys are actually, they have more shows rather than that, aside from that Shakespeare thing.
But that's where they made it now.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know how it goes. I mean, I wish they'd come here. I mean, Potted Potter already came to the Philippines last year or earlier this year.
I think earlier this year.
Earlier this year, twice, and didn't even know about the second one. They ninja us. Darn it!
Sorry.
You've just got pottered.
Hey,
Could they ever do a video game adaptation of Shakespeare?
What? A visual
Survival horror.
a visual novel of Shakespeare?
No.
No.
No, you can turn it probably into a Telltale Games type of game.
A point and click adventure.
No, like
But the thing
Hamlet.
is, how are you gonna have the choice system?
Yeah.
I don't think it
It's
might
gonna be a bit.
I can imagine a game like Othello being like Mass Effect. Like you spend most of the time slaughtering Turks, and then in the middle, you have to deal with the politics at the base.
No, or maybe just like the premise, like what AG said about like a survival horror genre like Hamlet. He investigates a ghost haunting the castle, and then he gets mad, and he descends into madness. He finds out about his dad. It's like, oh my god, the ghost is my father.
Titus Andronicus, you have to watch what you eat. You
but
just
they
ate your
made-
friends, no.
But they made Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
Doesn't really count.
well.
I mean, this is why, oh, they're gonna make a game of William Shakespeare. It would sound cool. They made Dante's Inferno. Oh yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, but make it like a Japanese dating game.
Or Henry V, like a real-time strategy.
Yes,
game.
Henry V.
Well, you want an
Let's just
economist
get
video game? Merchant of Venice.
I don't think it was about economics.
Yeah.
It was about racial prejudice.
Didn't
And
they
the
already
fact that
have-
Jewish merchants tickle when they laugh when they're tickled.
Wait, didn't they already have a Henry V video game?
There was.
What was it called?
Medieval 2?
Wow.
Medieval 2 Total War.
Not really, because you never reached that far.
Yeah.
But
And then-
there's historical battles there.
Yeah, but
The Battle of
oh yeah, there was an Agincourt.
There's a Battle of Agincourt there.
Yeah, but in that game, let's say you have to build up to a charisma score so that when you give your speech to your troops,
They are inspired.
yeah,
they
they're
don't
inspired.
desert.
Yeah,
Your charisma level is 1. You give the speech. Everybody's gone.
gone. Yeah, you lose. So,
You lose the war with the French, or you face the French by yourself.
Which would be an interesting mechanic for a video game.
There you go.
Like charisma.
No, facing the French by yourself, it's an easy task.
Just run around going run. They run the opposite direction.
Like, what? They only send one man to face the entire army? He should turn back, man. He's probably too good.
yeah, but in Monty Python, the Holy Grail, the French are really, really bad taunters. They can really, they say the meanest things,
They
man.
can say Henry V's daddy smells of elderberries and fart in his general direction.
Yeah. You guys have to watch that movie. Oh my gosh.
Anything Monty Python, really.
Yeah.
Unless someone disagrees, but I like everything Monty Python.
Ministry of Silly Walks. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually, they should revive that flying circus thing.
The
And-
thing is, Monty Python's
First thing came in my head was a circus performance on the sky.
Oh yeah, the
Bioshock Infinite Time.
for the anniversary of Monty Python and the Life of Brian, I think Monty Python, the surviving members, had an interview. So it's one of the special features of the DVD and Blu-ray.
Life of Brian.
Yeah, for the re-release or the anniversary edition of Life of Brian. And then they were talking about, of course, their comedy, their writing styles, and the movies. Part of it's on YouTube. I saw it, so that's why I shared it one time with you guys. It's really funny. It's really nice.
Yeah, they never talk about cars. And for good reason, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of millennials didn't grow up with cars. I wouldn't say that they don't like driving. Maybe they weren't exposed to it. They don't have as much opportunities to go driving, so that's why some of the guys here don't have.
I see cars as frivolous expense. As 4 wheels, and it could go places, and that's a car for me. I don't need something with high performance engine and whatnot. Yeah, fine, it helps, but as long as it gets me to point A to point B, and
One
it's
thing's
neat inside and clean, with perhaps in a tropical country with decent air conditioning.
Actually,
I'm good.
One thing I want in cars though is, come on, if we're gonna be living in flood-prone areas, I kind of want something with just 4-wheel drive.
Not even. When it comes to like flood-prone areas, you just have to make sure that the computer box of your car is higher up, and your insurance policy has a provision for acts of God.
Yeah.
Wait, there's seriously
in
one
the-
part for acts of God. Really?
Yeah, it's actually
Acts of God,
Acts of
acts
God.
of
It's a higher premium though.
Because you're protecting yourself against floods, earthquakes.
Volcanoes,
Yeah,
zombie
volcanoes.
apocalypse,
Sharknadoes. Yeah.
Ghost sharks.
Yeah, ghost sharks.
ghost sharks, sand ninjas. No, there's not an act of God. That's an act of ninjoism.
Ow! Not again.
It's more expensive insurance, ninja insurance.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Alchemy insurance.
Yeah, a nice afternoon Sunday drive. And the ninjas.
Curse you!
The clan sends their records.
Curse you, clan of heaven! The foot and the
Yeah,
the foot
that's
and the
why I
mouth.
guess we don't talk about cars as much.
I also think it's the decline of the car as a symbol of masculinity. Before, you could get a car that sort of looked badass without having to spend as much with a muscle car. But now, if you want a car that looked unique, you have to spend millions upon millions of pesos or dollars or pounds
Even euros.
just to get a car that is stand out from everything else. Because I think every car now looks the same.
No,
Just
that's
getting-
what mass market does. Mass production of cars does.
Looking at you, Henry Ford.
So I mean,
It's
there's
not
nothing
just-
bad about it for me.
Yeah.
As
It
much
became
as-
a utility rather than status symbol because the status symbol right now, smartphones. That's the status symbol right now.
I wonder how long that will last because even the smartphones now, I think the abilities are starting to level out, and how they're different will, I think, slowly become more and more superficial.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying,
That's a topic for third world Linux.
yeah, which we could delve into for hours on it.
Because there are OSs that are trying to differentiate themselves by integrating with the desktop.
That you can boot. Oh my God, we're going there.
We're going there.
Right, I think
Martin is about to skip the next.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
boot an
but maybe
operating
the next
system
time.
you can boot an operating system based on your phone. Like you plug it in your
Yeah.
computer, it will run.
It's cool.
It will
You don't put it into your computer. You plug it into a dumb screen,
I mean, yeah, you plug it into the dumb screen and
like
it
a
will
dumb
run.
terminal. And instead of having a tower, your
Phone will
entire
serve as
computer,
a computer.
quote unquote, is the phone.
Yeah. And then there are also rumors about Apple. People are floating the rumor that Apple might buy Tesla Motors, the maker of electric cars, because their design philosophies work well together. But that's that's maybe for third world Linux.
But I guess eventually, what would replace smartphones as a status symbol would probably be I don't know. I'm guessing Google Glass, if it picks up
glasses.
Wait,
There's new gear, Samsung Galaxy Gear.
The
Yeah,
watch?
the watch.
Oh.
Two things. One, it's never really gonna be a thing. And two, Samsung ripped off the Pebble.
Yeah.
The
So,
what?
The Pebble,
Pebble
was like
from
a Kickstarter.
Motorola, I think. Yeah, Motorola.
It was the Pebble, right? The Kickstarter smartwatch that
Yeah.
integrated with your phone.
Yeah.
It never picked up traction after having an immensely successful
Kickstarter.
run. So what's going to guarantee Samsung the sort of success that they want if it didn't pick up traction?
Bigger marketing budget.
Although, if you've heard of the modular phone, that
That looks amazing. Last in use, first in opinion.
Motorola picked up the concept.
Really?
Yeah, because it wasn't a Kickstarter really. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
voice
it was
campaign, right?
yeah.
And they were challenging to see who's a phone maker that will pick it up. For me, Motorola was the perfect company to pick it up because they're not backed by Windows, unlike Nokia. They don't have the traction like iPhone. They don't have the technology like Samsung, and they need something that will make them stand out. What?
No, I thought Google owns Motorola, right?
Google owns
Really?
Motorola. Yeah.
Well, why the hell is Motorola so weak sauce right now?
Oh no, it's kind of a recent buy, and then
Recent buy. That's why probably Motorola picked up that technology, that concept at least.
but
They're
they have
phone.
new products, right? The Moto X,
Yeah.
so that's the thing they were.
Yeah, it is.
working on.
The Droid Moto X.
Yeah.
Speaking about
And then if you look at their current advertising under the Motorola logo, they're putting a Google company. So they're trying to build it up into the people's
And there you go. That would be a good thing for Motorola. And with this technology, they might get market share, especially if they're gonna make the modular phone.
Wait. Simo mentioned earlier that Apple bought a car company.
No, they're
There's
people.
rumors.
If they buy a car company, then cars might become the new old status symbol. Because, hey, look, iCar.
Well,
It's a horrible thing.
Yeah, I know.
Because cars are supposed to be like
utility.
No, you're supposed to be able to open up your car, change your battery.
My car's battery is out. Oh, Apple care.
I have to be able to do it. No.
Oh my gosh. Let's kill that idea. Let's kill that idea.
It is an old joke that like us freetards have when it comes to like the way Apple would design a car. You know, it's this awful looking round monolithic white thing that cannot be opened and has to be replaced when your battery dies.
Yeah, most
And
likely.
if that becomes a reality, hey.
And you need to be online to drive it.
Let's kill that idea right now, please.
Although
a
now that we
Wi-Fi
put
connection.
it, now we put it on the internet, and Apple Tech might be listening right now, and you know what? That's the way of the future.
Yeah, sponsor Channel 14, Bodega Nights.
Apple.
Yeah, because we were gonna bash you like nothing else in third world windows.
But we need your
The iCar
sponsorship.
sat nav. It'll be Apple Maps.
Oh. When we're gonna no, it's gonna be great.
We can go to non-existent places.
Last in news, differing in opinions.
Yeah, speaking of opinions again, Jeremy Clarkson, one of the hosts of Top Gear, he also had an article, a column back then, endorsing the other way around. Why don't car makers go into manufacturing smartphones and other devices? Because the way that he reasoned it is like you have a smartphone, it breaks down, you throw it away, get another one. With the car, it's a bit more bigger investment, so that's why they built it in such a way that it lasts longer than your typical smartphone or appliance or gadget purchase. And so he was thinking that maybe the way that car companies think and the way that they organize their supply chain and their management and their engineering might be better suited for the way that some appliance or smartphone makers might operate. But then again,
How?
because the way that they think is, it has to last a bit longer. But then again, the
Right,
business.
because when it comes to smartphones, tablets, laptops, these like the companies want them to be disposable.
Yeah.
They want them to be
obsolescence.
appliances
Yeah.
and not tools.
Yeah. So that's why we're first opinion. That's in fact.
That's the perfect way is that integration is what people are gunning for. Like these companies, especially Sony.
Yeah.
Sony Philippines, if you're listening, about to give you a huge shout out because I like what Sony Philippines is doing, where your PlayStation is connected to your smartphone is connected to your TV is connected to your
PlayStation
to your
mobile.
what do you call that? To your laptop it can be connected to your computer and everything else. It's going to be one ecosystem that their dream. One of my friends working at Sony told me this that their dream was when you enter your room with your smartphone on, all your machines, Sony machines, would simultaneously open up or do something.
Yeah.
All of them
Yeah.
would talk to each other. That's
Yeah.
what Sony is gunning for, and
Yeah.
I actually
Jarvis.
like that. What?
Jarvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much that. Something that's the closest thing I guess in the fictional world that makes it. And I like that really.
When
the
we
thing is, how can we make? Is there? I want to find a way to make it open source.
Well, no,
Yeah.
of course not, man. Look at Sony, dude.
no, not Sony, but like
That's what
let's
Mark
have a
Shuttleworth.
workaround.
Well, that's what Mark Shuttleworth is trying to do with Ubuntu.
Yeah.
He's trying to make everything this Unity Ubuntu
Yeah.
sort of
And everything is synced to
works
Ubuntu
together.
one.
Yeah.
But like I don't want just Ubuntu. Like let's see. Nothing against Ubuntu. Again, I respect the company. I respect them very very much and all
John
their
O'Bacon,
efforts.
good guy.
Yeah, John O'Bacon, good as bacon. What I want is let's see how we could put that further into reality. Like we could still push it. Sony's concept really revolves around, of course, their electronics. But what if we don't have those electronics? What if we can program or whatnot certain appliances to be connected to our smartphone? Like we'll see.
That'd be pretty bad if the machines become sentient.
No,
now they have
not
control
sentient.
of everything.
Not sentient, but they your machines communicate to each other
Communicate.
based on what you do with it.
Yeah.
So it's still not gonna be an AI controlled VCR like DVD player.
Oh, the world's most dangerous VCR player. It has to be a VCR player, not a Blu-ray player.
VCR.
VCR, don't you
These days,
guys?
and their iTunes is.
The iTunes is in MP3s is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You guys have never heard of the VHS? It's the bomb, guys.
It's the best.
It's the bomb. They were the most dangerous VCR. Anyway,
And we lost the Americans.
Yeah, that's the thing.
NSA is God's red flag.
Oh my god.
Hello, NSA.
Oh gosh.
Hello, NSA.
So yeah, that's the thing about integration. When we first had our new car with the GPS, one of my friends asked if it was possible to download an app, let's say from Google Maps, and then you want to go from a direction, so you research the route versus via Google Maps, and then if you can download it to the car, and no, we couldn't do that. Well, part of it was because there was hardware limitation here in the current Philippine domestic market, but I think in the States, yeah,
there's
you can,
already an Android powered.
yeah, you can
car.
do that. So that's amazing. Like
Yeah.
either you search it via your smartphone, via Google Maps or whatever
Sync it to
Maps
iCloud. Yeah.
app you have, even if it's Apple Maps.
And
Or,
you can sync it to your car via
yeah,
cloud.
and then it's automatic. It's seamless. You don't have to do a lot, or it's just automatic. Once you enter the car, it's there.
It'll drive the route too.
Oh no, of course not.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
We are fast approaching the singularity, but not quite yet.
First, we have to make the VCR that rewinds itself, and then we will be there. Then we will be there.
Everybody's always wanted that.
Future well lived.
Wait, a VCR that rewinds
Wait,
itself.
guys! I remember our VCR, once it reaches the very end of the tape, it would rewind to the very beginning.
Then we have reached.
It reached it!
No, you know what did that? Our Betamax.
No, the next one would be a VCR that rewinds via voice command. Go to that part where John Paul.
Content aware, basically.
Or motion controlled VCR.
It's so good because like we're making all sorts of hand gestures.
But they can't see it on the internet. If you're still listening, we're making silly hand gestures.
Don't worry, none of them are obscene.
I just saw it. I just saw Captain Phillips the other day, my goodness.
Was it good? Or was it Tom Hanks good? Or is there a difference?
Is it good or
Alright. Alright, you guys can see my opinion on the film on my website, bokhil.wordpress.com.
Tom Hanks good.
It's not nice. Overall, though, in a nutshell, it felt a bit overlong, and I think some people might say, but guys, that's the point. You're supposed to be fatigued.
What's underlong then?
Oh,
If there's an overlong, what's an underlong movie?
Short.
Wait a minute.
if 90 minutes is the standard film runtime, then I think undershort is just 17 minutes.
Undershort.
Wait, what?
That's my underwear.
Underwear, yeah. That's undershort, but you wear underneath your pants.
Oh my god.
also known as boxers.
Overshot.
But going back to Captain...
English teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh gosh.
Overshorts, what Superman wears.
There's actually this joke. I mean, my co-workers are telling us that the new Superman in Man of Steel is actually a smarter Superman than before.
Because-
By virtue of right now, he fights with his underwear inside. But then again, if you're gonna be thinking about it, wait a minute, wasn't Superman wearing his underwear only while the rest are wearing their
Well,
underwear?
here's the thing. Superman is probably making a mockery out of humanity. Like, in our planet, we do it like this. Y'all stupid.
No, maybe it's like the Dr. Manhattan complex. Dr. Manhattan walks around naked because he doesn't care anymore. Superman is so powerful, he just doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, well, Superman's so powerful. He need the protection against the elements, so that's why he can just wear underwear. Like, deal with it, something like that. I'm flying in my underwear with a red cape.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you're wearing an underwear with your cape on. Wow.
I usually do it inside the house, but
Okay. Information was too much. Person news, too much information.
person news. Person, too much information.
How is Sima gonna watch his movies without his red cape, man?
With his eyes.
Via my self-rewinding VCR.
Self-rewinding VCR.
Self-rewinding VCR, yes, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if we have a self-rewinding VCR, we're one step closer to a robot apocalypse.
You just said that you had one.
All right, that's
No, I think that's
So you're saying that we are fast approaching the singularity because you have a self-rewinding VCR.
well. Wait, let me clear it up. I had.
Where is it now? Is it out to get you? The VCR sends his regards.
Did the machine overlords come back from time to pick up the self-rewinding VCR? Because that was
Dr. VCR. Rewind. Retardis or something.
the retardus.
For those listeners who's born in the year 2000,
There's not a lot of you listening to this.
There's not a lot of you.
We will still outnumber you.
There's not a lot of you.
You're all just 13 at most.
You're not the population that's growing.
Oh wait, they are.
Oh my gosh.
Wait till they hit puberty.
Self-rewinding VCR. No, it really happened. I was actually quite surprised. Because I was watching my VHS of Alien, and then all of a sudden, it started rewinding.
You still watch VHS?
Well, back then.
Okay.
Back then. I was still high school back in the day. I mean, I always watch a Dragon Ball Z VHS tape and Aliens. James Cameron's Aliens. And I was surprised when it reached the end, the absolute end of the tape. All of a sudden, I heard a noise from within my VCR, and it started rewinding.
And the VCR sent its regards.
There's a sound inside your VCR.
What?
It's the robot overlords that we are coming.
You guys
How's it
ever?
backmasking?
Okay.
You guys ever subscribe to, or become members of something like here in the Philippines? We had Video City, like the equivalent to Blockbuster.
Yeah, Video City, and there was
ACA video.
Yeah, there's
ACA
ACA video.
video.
Actually, what I like about our neighborhood, because just from walking distance from our house, there's this. It's not a major rental store.
Yeah.
But there were enough good films there. But when ACA video opened up, that's where we'd go, because if I remember, ACA video was one of those few places where they actually rent. That you would rent those big laser discs.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad actually got the laser disc back then.
Yeah,
So actually quite surprised. Looking back right now, the image quality of those things are actually really good.
It was an ACA video that I caught up with the first seasons of South Park. This is where we watched it. Yeah, because I remember, I forgot which channel it was, but South Park is shown like 11 o'clock. And my mom always catch me watching the TV that late. So what she did was she just rented the entire first season of South Park.
Wow.
Cool.
So your mom was like, "Hey, I know you can't watch cartoons at 11 in the evening, so like here's South Park."
Yeah. Well, she didn't watch South Park with me.
Oh, so that's why she didn't know what it was about.
Yep. She just thought it was cartoons being shown late in the evening.
Cartoons.
Yes, yes.
Well, I grew up to become a decent person, I guess.
Decent-ish.
So I'm not a Cartman type of person. Shout out to Norm.
We love Norm.
He's never coming back on our show. Oh.
Nah, he will.
You will.
Yeah, he won't hear this bit.
Wait, I have a question. And this is out of pure curiosity. Do you guys think that there is something inherently attractive to children in cartoons?
Children in cartoons.
I think it's the colors.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Like, why do kids like cartoons? Is it something inherent in cartoons?
I think it's the colors.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
cartoon.
asking.
It has to be the colors. It has to be the cute.
For me, it's the
cute
colors.
designs, I guess.
Yeah.
The
It has to be the
animation.
cute designs.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
much
the
like
design,
this.
yeah.
I know, it's just the cute designs. I mean, well, when we're talking about anime, that's one part. We're gonna talk about the Disney movies. Heck,
Yeah, this-
even up to now, Tangled. I mean, still.
Is it the animation style?
Yeah,
It's the animation
it
style.
by no
I think it's
means
really
is
the
the
character
animation.
design. I
Yeah.
think it has to be the design of
No, but
the overall
here's-
aesthetic.
Here's the thing: if you show a kid Attack on Titan, the fact that it's cartoon, he will watch it, even though he doesn't understand the thing.
which
that's
is
happening.
my opinion is it's the colors. They like
Yeah.
the bright colors. They like the stylized imagery, I guess. But I think that that matters more to slightly older children. The youngest level, I think it's the pretty colors.
That's why Teletubbies are colored as such.
They're very colorful.
Like
Blue
Adventure
School is
Time
very
is
colorful.
really
Actually,
Yeah.
this is the
Trippy
this is the
colorful.
thing regarding cartoons, because I mean, right now, I mean, back then when we were kids, I mean, we're gonna be watching, let's say, those Looney Tunes stuff, those Bugs Bunny stuff, and even Tom and Jerry. All of us, we're just gonna imagine, hey, the Roadrunner. I mean, the coyote keeps getting blown up by by his traps, and Tom gets. I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't even have a dialogue at times. Those types of like the Roadrunner versus Coyote doesn't even have dialogue.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
really the
see
design of the-
animation like
I believe it's aesthetic.
succinct.
Yeah, it's
really
that. It's
brown
the sign
color.
because
It's aesthetic.
the first cartoons were black and white. Steamboat Willie.
Willie.
So I mean, colors do play a big part, but even if it wasn't, the nice thing about cartoons, like what I think Bob was trying to point out was that it allows other things to be anthropomorphized. So there's a
Yeah.
mouse that stands up on two legs. It talks. It laughs. It jokes. And then
Acne products.
yeah, acne products. And even if you beat them up, they don't die. They don't get
Yeah.
hurt. They just get up again and then do it all over again.
Although I think
That thing is very funny. for
the
kids.
black and white cartoons, I don't think they were aimed at kids. I think they were just funny, like the comics.
yeah, they were funny. Yeah. But then I think it had the most impact, especially with the kids, the younger people who watched them in the theaters, and then
Or
eventually.
perhaps
But
it
just
could be a
because it's-
throwback to comics because comics has always been for.
But just
kids,
because with
at
regard
least.
to just with
No,
No, so a lot of the earlier comics.
yeah, we're
before-
for soldiers, right?
No, like before superhero comics.
Yeah.
You had the presence of horror comics, romance comics.
Yeah, for
which was
soldiers.
very aimed at
even
adults.
cowboys.
Yeah, because it was
comics also.
the entertainment. It's the easiest
Yeah.
form of entertainment. 1 cent comics, right?
But then it was
In the 1930s.
yeah, well even like DC, a lot of their
Earlier stuff
but they were
When
before
they-
they were called DC.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they had a much wider lineup, like a bunch of different genres. But it was the superhero thing that picked up.
That launched. Because I know they had detectives and mysteries and romance.
Yeah, like Detective
Vampire
Comics was
comics.
Detective
Yeah,
Comics.
but what kids align themselves with is the superhero comics.
No, but some also would disagree that most of them actually wanted to look for wanted more of the horror stuff. But then again, I think because of that damning work.
Which one?
No, the work which, well, I mean that infamous work which keeps getting cited by comic book documentaries about the corruption of the youth, I think.
Seduction
Oh,
of the
yes,
innocent.
The seduction of the innocent, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, because of that, I think that's when they started. Because I have to admit, some of the EC Comics type styles and their aesthetic are actually quite gruesome.
Well,
Admittedly.
yeah.
I mean, not necessarily saying that just because you read it, you'll turn out to be a
Yeah.
maniac or stuff, but you have to admit, some of them are actually quite traumatizing.
Yeah.
Heck, Fantasia itself, the last segment, The
Ah.
Night on Bald Mountain. This is Disney, and then all of a sudden we have here a demon getting the hells, and we have here naked demons flying all around in a Disney cartoon. I mean, sure, back then I didn't think of it that way because it was a cartoon. But right now I'm watching it again. I was thinking, my gosh, this is scary as hell. Really?
That's why.
Even when we're gonna talk about even Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, and fine, the Immortal Lion King, and
Immortal Lion
even
King. Spoiler
Hunchback
alert.
of
Someone
even
died.
Hunchback, even
Oh my
Hunchback
God.
of Notre Dame. I mean, guys, if we're going to be looking at Hunchback of Notre Dame, fine. The
Spoiler
humor,
alert, someone died.
the humor actually stands out. But if we're going to be listening to the music, if we're going to be listening, if we're going to be observing the color palette of Hunchback, that is a very dark Disney cartoon.
Again, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
someone died.
Lion King, Zimmer score itself. And that is, I think, the only Disney cartoon wherein you actually see a corpse on screen for more than a minute.
But it's an animal corpse.
Still a corpse.
Bambi.
Just the idea of it. No, you don't see it there.
No,
but
no, you saw it.
The,
The mother died.
Yeah, there's a
Spoiler
mother, but you
alert.
don't
Spoiler
see it. No, you don't see the mother's corpse.
Now you do.
No.
Land Before Time.
No, Land Before Time, I mean... Wait.
You saw the corpse. It was there, shaped like a mountain. Mama Brontosaurus is dead.
No, but the thing regarding that one though, in Lion King, you see the corpse. I mean, you see... Fine,
Point is
spoilers!
somebody died. People
Somebody's
died.
dead.
There was an on-screen.
Yeah.
There is an
It's
on-screen.
death.
I know it's not an on-screen death, but no. Oh my gosh. Fine, whatever.
People were dead on screen.
Whatever.
People were dead on screen. That's it.
Yeah, but
and it's
my-
still okay.
yeah.
We turned out right.
Yeah.
And all is right in the world,
Yeah. But
we
actually-
have cars that will fly eventually.
No, but just the thing.
When
they
they're
won't
connected
die.
to the internet.
I think just the thing about the cartoons that it don't matter back then, but it's just. The
So
funny
let's not
thing
talk about if it won't matter back then.
But if it doesn't matter back then, does it still matter now?
First in news, we don't know when it matters.
Is that a time paradox or something?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we just got Doctor Hood.
Oh.
What do we want? Time travel. When we want it? Irrelevant.
We want time travel when we wanted 5 minutes ago.
One.
One
Oh yeah, I
minute,
love
5
cartoons.
minutes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe we should do that thing they did in Big Bang Theory. If any of us here discovered time travel, they should come back 5 minutes before this moment.
What?
And then what are we gonna say to each other?
I do solemnly swear.
The VCR sends its regards.
And we just introduced a new villain, the VCR, the self-rewinding VCR.
We're looking at you, Ford Motor Company.
I thought it was JVC or something.
A JVC. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the JVC brand.
No, ours was Kenwood.
Yeah.
Oh, karaoke VCR.
It couldn't be Sony because Sony promoted
The Betamax.
format.
We did not have a Betamax thing. We
Maybe
had
that's
more VCR.
the only thing that saved us from a robot apocalypse, the Betamax versus VHS war. Because if one format won, the
which-
VHS format won, the self-rewind.
Wait, which
The,
one's older? Which one's older, the VHS, or the
VHS.
Betamax?
Yeah, I think VHS.
Betamax was the challenger, and every Betamax player could rewind itself.
It was like HD DVD versus Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Except like
So these
back then HD DVD won.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means we got a VCR player late in the game. Because the first thing I remember us having was a Betamax player.
You
That was the
know,
first thing my dad. I think.
So yeah, I think the format war helped avert a
An
robot
oncoming-
apocalypse. A self-aware video playing robot apocalypse.
So by that logic, Sony is our hero.
I guess so.
because we,
Sony is our hero.
Sony is our hero. Hero.
Potential sponsors.
Let it be known that I use a Sony A77 camera and I really like it. My father just bought an NEX7. He really likes it as well.
Let it be known that I own a PlayStation 3, which is not jailbroken, and I play all my games original.
And let it be known that Bok wants to buy 2DS, so don't sponsor him, Sony.
You!
You have been fooled by my plans all along.
Let it be known that we lost money on a Betamax store. You owe us, Sony.
Oh gosh.
You should put that in the tags of this.
Sony,
We mentioned Sony a lot. Sponsor?
sponsor us, please.
Like last time,
Amazon
KFC.
affiliate links.
Wanna buy all the products we sponsor? We just said, buy using our affiliate links.